16 nights to Christmas. And Christmas has come early, plenty of action here.
Here in attendance this evening, welcome into the blue corner, Dan H.
Dan H, who actually called out for this fight. He said, I want Scamp. And tonight, Dan H gets his wish.
Have a listen to this. Rarely do we come out to opera,
but when we do,
and when we do, we do. Oh, beautiful. Dan H.
This is cinematic.
Pavarotti or not? Not sure. I don't think so.
Botticelli, maybe.
Very good.
Very Italian.
Ladies and gentlemen here in attendance at the Mayfair venue, please welcome into the red corner, James Scamp.
This is the man we've been hearing about all night. Donations flying in left, right and centre for James Scamp.
All night? I've been hearing about him all month. James Scamp. The Essex heavyweight champion enters battle.
And I've been told that this man can whack. But Dan H called him out. We always like a call out in boxing, don't we?
A little nod, Alex, for you at ringside, and
I've been promoting him all week.
James Scamp ready to go. But he has been caught out by Dan H. So let's see what happens when the big boys go to work and the bombs fly. Live on Loungers TV, the only place to be tonight is at the Essex Boxing Organisation alongside Alex Mayfair.
Some amazing sponsors for this bout, and our first sponsors go to Mr. Dan H in the blue corner. Your first sponsor is from Oliver, and the message is, go on Dan, go smash him up, from Oliver and all your family and friends. Your next sponsor for Dan H is from Harry Norman, and he says, get up there, Danny boy, from Harry and all your fans.
Come on, Danny boy!
Come on, Danny! Our next sponsor goes to you, James, the reigning and defending champion. And the first one is, do it for Alfie, from your sister Lisa and Kirsty. And the next message from them is, we are so proud of you. Get up there, James. Do the business. And your next sponsor, James, is from Howard's Construction in Ipswich. They say, do the business, James. Scamp, the champ, from Cam and Jay. 4 2-minute rounds for the heavyweight Essex EBO title, and this is a title defense. Boxing out of the blue corner, representing Eddie's gym, the challenger, Dan H. And across the ring, boxing out of the red corner, representing Willie's gym, he is the reigning and defending heavyweight Essex EBO champion, James Scamp. 4 2-minute rounds, title defense. Your referee, Mr. Mr. Wayne Alexander.
Plenty of power in the ring, including the man in the middle, whose left hook was something else. So it's James Scamp, the champ, say the sponsors, in with Dan H. And look at this for Dan H in the military, just posing, waiting, tempting Scamp in, standing almost motionless in his corner.
He's not a little Scamp, is he? He's a big man, and there is a real size difference in this one. Dan H called for this fight. He might have seen something in Scamp that he thinks he can exploit.
Dan H with Bobby on the waistband of the white trunks and the all black of the very confident and at ease James Scamp, who gave us a little nod before starting proceedings.
He looks like the most relaxed man in the room.
Big haymaker from Dan H, who plied his trade in the military, and he's strong and tough, but has he got the reflexes, the flexibility, the movement to deal with Scamp?
He looks disciplined. He looks as though he's got some composure. But Scamp, he's been there and done it. He's the champion here, and he's acting like the champion right now.
You're not overawed, though, is he? Dan H. He's had a few fans behind us, and most of the crowd are with the champion. But just a feeling out process in this first round. Nothing really landing yet.
Scamp's chin is extremely high, and you'll see when Dan H throws that jab, it comes even higher. That haymaker that we saw before, if he follows it up after that jab, could be a big target to land on.
Yep, hands very low, style based on reflexes, switch hitting to southpaw. Maybe he thinks he's Alexander Usyk here, Scamp, but big left hand, and here he comes. And the hooks are flying in, but the accuracy is not there yet. One right at the end of the round, but a lot of swinging and missing in that opener.
I'm liking Dan H's composure here, because if he was a bit greener, a bit more nervous, then that swinging left hook would have landed. But he stayed calm, kept his composure, and I think Scamp needs to maybe just put it on him a little bit more in the next round. I think he was a little bit too comfortable in that one, didn't really do enough there.
Corners, 10 seconds. Seconds away. Round 2.
Crowd building here at the Mayfair in Chadwell Heath. The Essex Boxing Organisation show brought to you by Tommy Jacobs in aid of the Ricky Hatton Foundation. Remember, the tips on loungers go straight to the foundation, a fantastic charity for mental health. And look at this from Dan H, who's got a confident swagger to him. I think he feels that he can march down this champion from Essex, James Scamp.
We called it, didn't we? As soon as Dan H throws that jab, the chin of Scamp gets even higher, and it really got exposed there. Shouts of Danny Boy come from behind us, Adam. He'll be building in confidence.
Yep, the crowd lively here tonight, filling up. Had a little walk earlier, plenty of support for the fighters as the card ticks along, and it's a big card tonight in this Santa SlugFest, the 10-year anniversary of the EBO, and this their heavyweight crown.
And if Scamp wants to keep this heavyweight title, he's going to have to up the levels a bit, I think.
Looking organised, isn't he, Dan H? Taking centre ring and letting the big punches fly. Some accuracy, Scamp, just looking a tad disorganised for the first time. Comes back with a southpaw left. I think he's just a bit betwixt and between here, Scamp the champ.
I think so, but we saw some massive punches thrown by Scamp that didn't land earlier on. He has the equaliser. If he lands on Dan H, there's going to be problems.
Well, I was told by one of the spies that Scamp's the guy to keep an eye on, so not a time to go and make a cup of coffee, or keep your eyes peeled on James Scamp coming back at this. But I tell you what, Dan H has been great.
I think he's been very good. That military, disciplined approach he's shown, paying dividends so far. And Scamp, he looks relaxed, but loses composure when the punches come his way. Although Scamp is currently bobbing his head to the music, so maybe he's not quite as panicked as we might think. All kinds of action on lounges this evening.
Seconds away. Round 3.
Will Scamp find the target in this round? Dan H has proved elusive so far. His hands very high, very disciplined. We call it that military discipline.
Well, he's fighting like that, isn't he? Compact and organised, but the hand speed and the angles of Scamp, who's still trying to be elusive and use every bit of the ring. Rounds are ticking by quickly here. This is only the 4-round sprint distance. 2 minutes as well, the round. So how have you got it so far, Alex?
I think Dan H at the moment, he's just doing more for me. I think Scamp, look at this, he's got a lot of power clearly with that left hand, but it's extremely telegraphed. As long as Dan H stays composed, he'll see that punch coming. Scamp's switching to orthodox now.
Yeah, good defence as well from the man from the military. Had a left hand there, and Scamp has to hold. This is a really impressive challenge from Dan H. So far, so good, and a big gulp of air from Scamp, who gets hurt there by a big left hand. And now Dan H is saying, come on then, I've got your number.
Some big swings and misses from Scamp. He got caught on the top of the head there with another left hand. Scamp's got really long arms, you can see there, so Dan H is really having to close the distance. The hooks will be his weapon of choice.
Well, he's certainly winning this round. He's been very, very good, Dan H. Scamp, over these 4, has work to do, I'd say, in the final round. He's been standing between the rounds, whereas Dan H has been sitting, taking the advice from his corner team. I think this is a really good display for the challenger, Dan H.
I don't think Dan H needs to do anything differently in this final round. Stay composed, don't fall for a silly knockdown. Whereas Scamp, who looks like I said, the most relaxed man in the room, he actually needs to show some urgency now. Can he do that? He's the man used to being in the driver's seat, Adam. Scamp is the champ for a reason. But he really needs to turn it up in this 4th and final round. Dan H's corner will be telling him, more of the same, please.
Corners, 10 seconds. Sets away as we to the 4th.
I'm expecting a fast start now from Scamp.
Final round. Remember, the champion in all black here is James Scamp. He had loads of sponsorship. He's heavily favoured to retain his belt, but there's a problem, and that problem's in the shape of Dan H, who's not read the script here. He called for the fight. He felt he had Scamp's number, and a good body shot there. He's just doing more here for me, Alex.
He is. And there's a big torso there that he can land on. While Scamp's chin might be in the air, his body is there to be hit.
We know Scamp's got power. He tried at the end of the first round with a few big hooks, but they all missed the target. He's kept himself in good shape here, Dan H.
He's heading towards a whitewash at the moment, I'll be honest. Dan H has just stayed so composed. Apart from that one moment, he's landing a lot of shots on the chin of James Scamp.
Yeah, I think Scamp is slightly surprised by this, and Dan H has hurt him with the right hand. Scamp's going to have to fight fire with fire because time's running out. 45 seconds. He's going to have to let those hands go because Dan H is on the verge of becoming the Essex heavyweight champion.
He needs to be careful though because Scamp is always dangerous. He needs to keep that discipline when he's moving forward.
Watch the clock, live on Loungers tonight. 25 seconds left. And Scamp is seeing his belt slip away. Dan H has got it right tonight.
He has. I just want to see those hands staying high for him to finish off a very good performance. Scamp needs to swing now.
Too little, too late from the champ James Scamp, who might not be champ any longer. Dan H, what a performance.
A really, really good performance by Dan H.
Our beautiful Bullmays into the ring to present the heavyweight Essex EBO title, please.
James Scamp shaking his head in the corner there. The discipline of Dan H really seemed to pay off in that one.
From Oliver for Dan H. A big thank you to Harry Norman for Dan H.
It's terrible.
And a massive thank you to both Lisa and Kirsty, and of course to Cam and Jay from Howard's Construction for sponsoring our boxers here tonight.
Terrible tonight, apparently.
Ladies and gentlemen, what an incredible contest that was. Please raise the roof for both your boxers. And again, boxers, please, to the centre of the ring.
Has he got enough rings on his right hand?
Incredible bout, both these warriors going toe-to-toe over 4 rounds of title fight action.
Likes his jewellery.
And once again, boxers, please, to the centre of the ring with our chief official, Mr. Wayne Alexander.
He's good though, he's very good.
And once again, a massive thank you to Lounges TV for sponsoring this bout and the show tonight. After 4 rounds of heavyweight Essex EBO title fight action, we have a decision. And that decision goes in favour of the new EBO heavyweight champion in the blue corner, Dan H. Ladies and gentlemen, please out for an amazing champion for the EBO, James Scamp. But once again, we have a new heavyweight Essex EBO champion tonight from Eddie's Gym, Mr. Dan H. Dan, cracking contest. Some big shots thrown, especially in the 4th and final round. How are you feeling?
Just relieved, actually, just to get through it, because look at the size of him and look at the size of me. I should be like, you know, a few weights down, but I choose not to train properly. Although the credit's to my coach, Eddie Guest, and big thank you for those guys over there. Lisa, Pad, Big Dog Bob, thank you. Let's get a beer.
And again, like you said, he's a big guy, he's a strong guy. What would you like to say to your opponent?
Yesterday, I thought his rear had gone. I didn't think he was going to turn out, but he's here, and it was a great performance. He belongs here, I don't.
Come over here, James. One more time, please. Raise the roof for the new heavyweight Essex EBO champion, Mr. Dan H. I'll tell you what, strong guy. He said it himself. You're a big guy. He struggled in there tonight. He got the win. But again, you've been a great champion and you're a great contestant. What are we going to go next? Are we going to get a rematch on?
No. I knew I shouldn't have been fighting Dan anyway. I'm fat as fuck. 12 weeks ago, I was 19 stone nearly, and I'm 16, 12. But I couldn't. Last fight, I had to fuck my arm up, so I ain't asked Tommy. I ain't been able to train. I've just been dieting. But he's a league above me, 6 months maybe. Like, but I'm here to have fun. I just like to thank everyone who's turned out. Just keep clapping. Have a good night. I won't be talking about how hard I am now. I'll tell you that.
And I'll tell you what, you had some amazing sponsors tonight. You had your sister Lisa and Kirsty, and you had Cam and Jay from Howard Construction. What you got to say to them guys?
Well, they called out Alfie. That's my 4-year-old boy. He's got autism. I love him dearly. I'm his favourite human. He's my favourite human. And I'm here just for them, really, just to get out. My old man got cancer, as I said the last time. He lost 12 stone in about 3 months. And he was like, go on, get out there, boy, you can do it, you're getting old now. So I'll give it my best shot. I'll try and get fitter and I'll come back a little bit more quicker and have a bit more arse behind me, but that's all I can do.
So just double checking, I heard that you're going to go back, get a bit fit, and you're going to be back inside the EBO ring.
Oh, I'll be back, but this time I just want to do it on my terms. I don't want to be rushed around. I want to just train hard 3 or 4 months, and then I'll fight as many times as Tommy wants. But I just want to thank Tommy as well. What a guy, as always. He's here. We're all here because of Tommy. He's like a geezer, mate. He's a legend, and I'll keep going to train with Tommy because he's the man. So keep going, Tommy. Should be a millionaire, that boy.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's been a pleasure to announce your name a couple of times this year. Been a pleasure to work with you on these boxing shows. You're an absolute gentleman. You deserve everything you get. Absolutely amazing man. But one more time, please give it up for a great EBO champion. Of course you can.
Look who's here. The main man from Sky Sports. A legend, a real legend. Thank you for turning up, mate. I appreciate it. And thank you, mate. Your hair, look at it. Are you doing MCing today? No? No MCing? Give me wap, give me wap.
We're going to go back to back. We can certainly go back to back. Oh, me say pick up the bass, or me say in other place, Gonna wanna wind your waist, to the bit of a bad boy bass. Here we gonna go, with your body will soul to the bass line, gonna go. Oh, my DJ gonna let you know. James Scamp inside the show.
Come around and I come erection. Papa Ben with your religion. Quip a bomb like supernova. Come like a 4-leaf clover. Dig out by the M to the 19 zone. Some of them F knocking around. Say, dig it down. Dig it down. That's all I've got.
Absolutely amazing, James. Absolutely superb. Next time I see you, we'll have an MC battle inside the ring. One more time. James Scamp. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. I believe I'm looking, we are good to go. But like he said, we have got Adam Smith in tonight. This man is the voice of boxing. He's on commentary tonight. It's an absolute honour and a pleasure to have you here with the Essex Boxing Organisation on their 10th anniversary. And of course, Alex as well. I've seen a few people want their photo done with you. We've got Alex Mavor. Again, he's on the zone. He knows what he's doing. But this man, the voice of boxing, absolute pleasure. Thank you so much, Adam. And again, when he's not working, have a selfie. I'll tell you, you'll get a few more followers if you have a selfie. I'm going to have one later. Bush. We are ready to move on.